Freebies, Lucille here from ClipArtistry Heaven. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are a new visitor, welcome. I hope you find everything that you need to help you on your digital product journey. And just thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope there's something that I can surprise you with during this video. So, if you don't know, on this channel we speak all things Etsy, digital product creations, AI tools, and how to make money from AI art. Today's video is going to be slightly different. I usually use this platform to showcase new products that I create. I also showcase new tools that I discover, especially AI tools, my processes I share freely, and what do I do to get daily sales on Etsy. However, today I'm not going to do any of those things, and it would really help me if you could give me some feedback on this type of video and let me know if it does help you. I am planning to make a little bit more videos of this nature, so your feedback would mean a lot to me. So today's topic is, are you ready to start your own digital product business? $1 million question. Now, I don't want to be known as someone who tells everybody, yes, go ahead, it's so easy. Look at me, if I can do it, you can do it, which is true to a degree, but let's just dive into the readiness of starting a digital product business a little bit more today. Okay, so are you ready to start your digital product business? Let's find out. So why you or me, and why now, right? Starting your own digital product business is not just about having a great idea. Now, given, yes, if you have a great idea, it will definitely give you a leverage within the market or the marketplace where you will be selling. But it's not just about that. It's about the right person, you or me, taking action at the right time, which is now or later. We'll go into trying to discover what that really means in this video. This presentation will help you determine if you are ready to take the leap into the digital product entrepreneurship space and how to position yourself for success. Now, there is one big question you have to ask yourself. There's no way getting around this, right? Before jumping into your digital product journey, you need to ask yourself two fundamental questions, and they will determine your potential for success. The first question is, why you? What makes you the right person to build this business? What unique values can you add to the marketplace? I'm going to speak about Etsy only, or refer to Etsy only in this video, although the marketplace is global, right? And that just means a lot more than Etsy. So when I say marketplace, please think of Etsy only, because I'll give some examples in terms of how you can assess whether this is a viable idea to do, okay, or to start, right? So you need to figure out if you are the right person, right? And the second question is, why now? What is the timing telling me here about when I need to start? You really need to get to the crux of it. So is this the right moment in your life, given everything else that's going on? Because you're not just going to be a digital product seller, right? You've got a whole life. So is this the right time to go to launch your business? Do you honestly think that this is the best time, the now? And if it's not, what should I do? So let's dive into the why now. Every successful entrepreneur brings their own unique combination of talents, experience, skills, passions, the know-how of digital products. They bring all of that to their business. Everything that you see about ClipArtistry, that is given birth by me. So that is a manifestation almost of my abilities. It speaks to what I can do as an AI digital creator, and I can showcase that to you. But my digital product baby is not the same like the next person. So that really is true in the sense that you, the person behind the business, the whole business is built on your skills, your abilities, your networking, your connections, your learnings, and thus a business is born. Steve Jobs said the only way to do great work is to do what you love. I think I'm paraphrasing. But it really is true. I have done so many jobs in the past that I did not do. You just do it for survival. And I could do it in my sleep, but it really didn't spark the excitement that I feel when I create digital products. Seriously, it's just a means to survive and maybe a little bit of excitement in the beginning, which is great. But it can't just be for the beginning. It needs to sustain you for at least a couple of years, right? And that has been my experience. So why you? Let's assess you. You need to know your strengths. Do you know your strengths? Are you good with people? Are you good with learning systems? Do you understand AI? We're living in an AI age. It's not going anywhere, right? Do you love AI? Do you find creating things, like conceptualizing it from your mind into AI, is that something that comes very naturally to you? And if it doesn't, you need to maybe just pause for a second. Your technical abilities. Are you good with connecting systems? Printify, connecting it to Etsy and connecting your Pinterest to Etsy and your social media. Are you that kind of person? And if you're not, you might get a little bit frustrated along the way. Are you good with building a business module? Can you build a business module? Do you understand what goes into building a business module? You need to also, secondly, understand your weaknesses. Do you love speaking with people? Do you love engaging with people, answering customers, sending out emails? And if you don't like doing that and it's not your favorite thing to do, maybe just pause, because this job requires you to do it. You need to acknowledge where you are weak. And if you are weak, it's not a dead end. You can either decide to get a business partner with complementary skills, or you can upskill yourself. You don't like a certain part of the job, but you can get some knowledge on it. YouTube, Udemy, upskill, etc. We're living in a digital age. You can sign up free, test first, and get yourself upskill, right? Or, favorite part to do, outsource it. If you don't know how to build a WordPress website and you don't have the learning curve or the capacity to learn, go to Upwork or Fiverr or wherever you can find a virtual assistant to help you with it. You need to align your interest. Your business needs to reflect your passions. You need to be able to, people should be able to see, wow, this girl really loves what she does, right? Me showing off my products in my Facebook group, they know I love doing this. It speaks for itself. I enjoy it so much. That passion needs to align with your business module. If it's a dull passion, not even a dull passion, if it's dull and it's just for the money, maybe just pause a little bit before you register a business and opening bank accounts. Just hold on. So, digital product creation requires sustained motivation. I cannot stress this enough. I'm going to take it even a little bit further. You need to be so excited about doing this that you will even be doing it if nobody paid you. And in the year 2023 was my year of learning AI, learning ChatGPT, learning digital art, understanding what this business is all about without anybody paying me anything. I just love doing it. That was 2023. That was my training year. Nobody saw me, but I learned, and no one had to wake me up and no one had to remind me. There was no reminders on my phone, do this. No, I wanted to know. And that was 2023 for me. Remember November 2022, that is when ChatGPT, OpenAI, I first heard of OpenAI, and that's when ChatGPT came out. ChatGPT changed not just my life, the whole planet for that matter, in terms of how we do business going forward. So November 2022, ChatGPT came out. 2023, all these tools started popping up, MidJourney and AI this and AI that. I played, tested, whatever, loved it. No one paid me, no one knew about me. That was me. And 2024, I opened my Etsy store. That was my my internship, if you want to call it an internship. 2024, I learned losses, times that I've wasted, money that I've wasted, subscriptions that I've wasted, running after all the shiny things, etc. And all of that I take to my community so that they don't have to waste so much time that I did trying to figure all these things out on their own. So even if no one sees you or no one pays you, if you are still excited about creating digital art, clip art, Tumblr apps, t-shirt designs, I think you're in a good position. Okay. At this point, I would recommend you do a self-check. We want to understand whether you have what it takes to do all of this. Because, as I've mentioned earlier, I am not the person that's going to tell you this is easy. Just sign up for MidJourney. You can do it. No, I'm going to address the white elephant in the room and we are going to have fun doing it. I do tell people that it is easy to design. It's easy to design clip art. It's easy to design a t-shirt, whatever. But it's definitely not easy. It goes without saying that no business startup is easy. You can't just say it's which business module is easy. So we can't just say it's easy to start a digital product business. It's easy to design. But for this whole flywheel to take effect, it's not an easy process. There are certain things that you need to know, and it goes beyond digital product business. It goes as far as business 101. So building a digital product business requires more than just technical skills. The most successful entrepreneurs possess these essential qualities. You need to have confidence and resilience, meaning, can you handle rejections? Can you handle setbacks? Can you deal with a negative review on Etsy? Are you able to deal with comments on YouTube where people give feedback that maybe doesn't sound so good on paper, but are you someone that can deal with things like that? Digital business owners face numerous challenges, from marketplace algorithms and, as I've mentioned, like negative reviews. Just on the algorithm alone, can you keep up with the constant changes of the algorithm? Algorithm talks is not just Etsy, it's social media, it's Facebook, Pinterest changes theirs, YouTube changes theirs, and we constantly get the updates to say they are changing the algorithm. Or do you have the resilience to stick through all of the algorithm changes and still be in the game, knowing that it can change at any given time? It doesn't depend on you. Etsy doesn't belong to us. So the algorithm doesn't belong to us. The algorithm is kept close to them because that is their IP. It's not just something that they're going to give out to whoever, right? So do you think you've got what it takes to stick around even when these changes occur? Your ability to bounce back and learn from failures will determine your longevity in the game. If you know that you are not built for that, just pause. You need to have leadership and people skills, even as a solopreneur, even as a freelancer, and even as a self-employed individual. That doesn't mean you don't deal with people. You still need to have leadership skills, and you definitely still need to have people skills. You'll need to coordinate with customers. People are going to send you messages. You need to be able to respond to emails, respond to Etsy messages with some excellent people skills. You need to collaborate with people within your industry. And eventually you will have your own team, and dealing with people on a daily basis is part of that digital product business, although not many YouTubers tell you guys this upfront. So strong communication and empathy will set you apart in the digital product space. And let me tell you, relationships matter. As much as I love AI, it cannot replace people to a degree. It cannot replace people. And as much as I incorporate AI, I don't want a business that's solely AI driven. I think it's soulless. So you will always have to speak to people regardless. Lastly, I think you need to be very creative. It goes without saying. And I like to say that I'm not a creative person because of my financial background, my analytical side, my corporate background. So I've never really done this as a career, like colors and fonts and branding. It was never really my strength, right? But I do have a natural flair for the AI creativity. And at the very least, you need to have that. If creativity is not within you, if it doesn't excite you, hold on, wait a minute. The digital landscape evolves constantly. You need to be curious. We are now on ChatGPT 5, right? Do you know the things that it can do? Have you done the research? Have you watched other people who knows about ChatGPT way more than you do? Who are the people that you're following about AI talks, right? You need to constantly update yourself. MidJourney is on V7, right? Constant updates. Kittle now recently added Kittle Flow. Amazing. If you don't know about it, go check it out. You, so the digital landscape is constantly changing, and this is perfect for me. When I do my self-assessment, the fact that I can't do repetitive tasks for long periods of time make digital creation and art and working on new projects all the time, it's ideal for me because I'm not wired for repetitive tasks. I'm being honest with myself, and that's why I can be honest with you. If you need something that's more structured and it's the same thing over and over and over and over again, I don't know if this is where you need to be. But if you do thrive on learning new things all the time, watching a new video, mixing colors, mashing up Halloween with Christmas, conceptualizing something that you've never seen before, if that excites you, then I think you're in the right place. Can you adapt your products? Can you come up with new products? Can you learn new tools? Do you enjoy discovering new tools all the time? And can you find innovative solutions? Are you that person that your community can come to and ask you things like, Lucille, I really want to create seamless patterns. How do I do that? Can you show me, please? Are you that person? Do you want to be that person? And I was that person even in a finance capacity. I would help small to medium-sized businesses with compliance, tax, accounting, bookkeeping, finance, etc. And because they didn't know how to do that, I was that the tower of information where tax, bookkeeping, and compliance it was my domain. And I would still help them. Same way I help people in the digital landscape. So if that's not you, just pause. Why should you listen to me? I have mentioned in previous videos that I'm actually a qualified accountant and tax practitioner. I've worked remotely for local clients as well as international clients, both in the US as well as the UK. And I actually don't use Photoshop. I've got no inclination to want to learn. I don't have the learning curve for that particular software, and actually I don't need it. And neither do you, right? I love AI and software. I've always loved software and trying to understand it. AI is just added to that curiosity of mine, and I can't have or speak enough about it. I love helping others, as I've just explained earlier, and AI has become my passion. No design experience and no formal qualification in this area. And all I want to tell you here is that if I can do it, you can too. People in my community, they resonate with my story. I will get emails to say, Lucille, I'm actually a medical doctor. Lucille, I'm actually an engineer in Bulgaria. I'm a registered nurse. It's all people from non-creative backgrounds that's sitting in my community. So don't feel like you need to know Photoshop and Photopea and you need to have some sort of background in digital designing and have built websites and done all these things. No, you don't, because I haven't. And there is a community for you to go to. If not mine, there are many other people out there that you can follow. In addition to why me, you need to ask yourself, why now? Timing can be as critical as personal readiness. The right moment combines personal circumstances with market conditions. And basically, what I'm trying to say here is be honest with yourself, assess yourself, and ask yourself these following questions. Am I resource ready? What do you mean? Do you have the financial support, stability? Can you afford the software that I have mentioned in this video? Do you have the financial resources to be able to sign up for these products, to be able to build your own digital products? If you don't, maybe just put it off for a little while and then revisit at a later stage. Also, are you ready time-wise? Do you have the energy? Do you have 2 full-time jobs? You are helping out at the shelter. You are a single mom of 3. You are helping or looking after your elderly parents. These are just examples, right? You need to assess your readiness time-wise as well as financial abilities to do this. And also, don't underestimate the energy levels that you need to be able to do this. Starting without adequate resources can create unnecessary stress, limit your ability to invest in growth opportunities, and you know what? It can really frustrate you. It really can be a area in your life that frustrates you so much, and I wouldn't want that for you. Your personal circumstances is another question. Is your life conducive for entrepreneurship? That's a valid question. Are you mentally wired for entrepreneurship? Is your home set up for entrepreneurship? What is your lifestyle like? Are you used to doing things on the side? Because if it's not something that you have ever done in terms of tapping into entrepreneurship, it will be a massive task to take on to start a whole digital product business, and you've never done business 101. So what I'll say there, I'm not saying put it off. I'm saying perhaps just figure out more about what the entrepreneurial lifestyle is like before you decide to register a business, create a bank account, set up tax codes, and all this other legislative stuff. Before, don't do that. First, I think learn a little bit more and then come and revisit this idea. You need to consider family responsibilities, health, and other commitments. These will all impact your ability to focus. Market readiness, as I've mentioned earlier, I'm only referring to Etsy. You need to study, for example, 20 competitors in the area of digital products that you want to sell in. Study 20 of them. How many products have they listed? What is it that they are selling? What is the customer review saying? How many products have they sold? How long have they been on Etsy? Once you study 20 of your competitors, you will have a good understanding to see whether there is a market for you to enter, and if this is even viable based on whatever it is you want to design. Okay? So, there is a perfect balance between the you and the timing. We've touched on both now. Your success as a digital product creator depends on finding the sweet spot, not perfection. The sweet spot where your personal readiness meets perfect timing. Timing in your life as well as timing in the marketplace that you want to explore. You need to have the digital skills and expertise. And if you don't have it yet, join a community and learn from others who have been doing this a little bit longer than you. You need to have a passion for AI-powered creativity. If it doesn't excite you, I don't know why you're even watching this video. You need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. If you want to do this for a passion project or for personal use, you just want to create t-shirts for your children, cute little labels for their school lunch boxes. If it's purely passion, you can basically disregard everything I've said so far. If you want to make money from your digital product ideas, then please take everything that I've mentioned so far very seriously. You need to have some sort of entrepreneurial mindset, or at least have the willingness to learn. You also need to have access to digital resources. What am I talking about? MidJourney, Kittle, Canva, Abacus AI, ChatGPT. I don't see you doing this without access to those digital resources. Your timing must be right. Is there a gap for you in the market? Advancements in AIs. I mean, how many videos don't we all see on YouTube where there's constant updates about AI, constant new developments? Now we've got AI agents. We can go into ChatGPT 5, we can give it an instruction, and it can do our web browser, separate web browser. You can continue doing your job, and ChatGPT's AI agent can now do the research based on your inputs and do that whole process that might have taken you a couple of hours, it can now take that job from you. So let's be honest, there's always upgrades, there's always advancements in AI, and that alone tells you that AI is where you need to be because of all these advancements. If we did not see advancements in AI, then again pause, all of us, because this thing is going nowhere slowly. But we can't say that. We all can attest to the developments and the basic AI tech war going on between the US and China, and everybody just wants to be the front runner in AI. So that is a good indication for me to say AI is where you need to be. You need to also evolve with your customers' preferences. Every year there's like main themes: Highland baby cows, coquette bows. Now it's iridescent ghost, Halloween ghosts. List goes on. There's just so many things that changes. Like people are gravitating to whatever whatever's happening on TikTok, on Pinterest, etc. You need to be up to date with those evolving customer preferences. When these elements align, you and timing, you create an optimal condition for your digital product business to thrive. If either element is missing, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the passion for AI, if you don't have the creative bone that is enough for you to be creative in your products, if you don't have access to these resources, any of those elements missing in this equation will not give you the perfect balance, and you will set yourself up for frustrations along the way. And everything about my community is to save you time, save you money, and whatever I have learned over the year and a half, I'm just packaging that for my members so that they learn from my mistakes, and from whatever mistakes that's out there I know of, bring it to the community and sharing it with you. So make sure that this equation balances. You have time, you have there is a market, etc. You have the digital skills, you are entrepreneurial in some way, shape, or form, you've got access to digital products. Those two, be honest with yourself. If there are things missing, just go back to the drawing board. Maybe not now, 2 months from now, or whatever. It's not a no, it's just have the check done. So the great news is you don't have to do this alone. And I'm saying it as someone that actually did it alone. I didn't sign up for any courses. I wasn't part of any program. I wasn't in a community. I created the community because it felt very alone. And even where I'm from, digital products is not a big thing. It's not like it is in the US. So even to try to explain people close to me what this digital product journey is about, it's not an easy conversation to have, because a lot of people don't even grasp what is this, what are you doing, right? So if you feel like that, you don't have to do it alone. Starting a digital product business might feel overwhelming when you consider all the moving parts. And the moving parts is not specific to digital products or a digital product business. The moving parts is for any type of business. I ran an accounting practice for over a decade. There are many segments to the business, and this is kind of business 101, not necessarily just digital product business. So some of the things you have to know and you have to be part of and you need to get right is the following: your product creation and your branding. From designing compelling digital products to building a strong brand identity that stands out. In my digital product course, I speak about branding a lot. I speak about the psychology of branding and the fact that people trust brands. I have had a lot of feedback within the course where students came back to me to say, I never thought of it this way. I didn't know it's got such an impact. So you need to be very serious about your brand if you want other people or customers, potential customers, to take you serious with your brand. You need to understand operations and customer care. I've already spoken about customer service. Even on Etsy, there's a degree of customer service that you have to exercise. And if that's not your thing, I don't know what to say. It's just part of this business. You need to understand operations. Are you able to set up your own systems? Can you handle your finances? Do you understand the taxation that goes into this business? And providing excellent customer service is what's going to make customers come back. Marketing and scaling. Do you know how to promote yourself on Facebook, on Pinterest, on like within an email community? Reaching your target audience. Do you know how to do that? Adapting to market trends and scaling your business for growth. These are not nice to haves. They are elements that's necessary for your digital product business to be a success. This video might be boring for a lot of people, and I understand that. However, don't fall into the trap of someone said in a 10-minute short video, digital product creations and setting up a business is so easy. Just follow me. What they don't tell you in that 10-minute video is everything that I'm telling you, which is the backbone of making your front store a success on Etsy. So here's the good news, right? There are communities of like-minded people, as I've mentioned before, who's ready to support your journey. Mine is one of it. The link to my free Facebook community will be in the video description. If you don't feel it's a good fit, just look for other YouTubers and people who are successful and who can show you social proof, etc. Join their communities and cut down on the learning curve by learning from others. And that's really what ClipArtistry Heaven is all about. So I'd want to encourage you to join ClipArtistry Heaven today. Take the first step towards building your successful digital product business with a community that understands you. The Facebook group is free. Connect with others who are in the same boat as you, want to make money from it, asking questions, sharing their designs, their ideas, and getting feedback from the community. The second way you can join is through AI Prompt Heaven. So you enjoy MidJourney or Artistry, but you are not strong in creating your own prompts. AI Prompt Heaven is a monthly membership that's only $9. You can cancel anytime. And it's a vault of growing prompts for many different products. Junk journals, clip art designs, t-shirt designs, mug wraps, tumbler wraps, pillow designs, mock-up images. Anything and everything that you can think of is sitting in AI Prompt Heaven. And then lastly, we've got a digital product bootcamp. Learn how to set up, sell, and grow your own digital products on Etsy or your own personal website. I do cover PayHip in this course because I use both Etsy as a marketplace and my own digital store, which is PayHip, for many reasons which are unpacked in the course. I've had a lot of good feedback from students in that course, and we are constantly getting sign-ups from new members. Those are the three platforms that I am extending an invitation to you. But if you've got any questions before you sign up, you can just drop it for me in the comments section. So what do we do in ClipArtistry Heaven? As I've mentioned, you connect with fellow Etsy sellers, you learn proven strategies, access tools and resources. I review them for you. I have live Q&As, so you've got direct access to me. You can ask me questions about certain tools. You can find support during challenges. And then what I love even more is when they celebrate their wins, their first products. I've just sold my first product. Thank you, Lucille. That's the kind of energy that is in the Facebook group. I've just got two examples. The one is from someone that is in the boot camp. And she says, I almost completed the boot camp, but went off on a tangent with using Listedom. I'm freaking hooked. It's an amazing tool. Thank you so much, Lucille, for mentioning it in the course. The one on the right is AI Prompt Heaven, and she's saying, this is what I produced using Lucille's prompt in Artistry. Thank you, Lucille. You have helped me grow my designing so much. So that's just some of the feedback that I wanted to share with you. And really, I love helping people on this journey. And if you feel that what I share on this YouTube channel resonates with you, then absolutely come and join us. That really is the end of the video. I had fun putting it together. It forced me to remember my own journey, and I tapped into the things that I've done wrong, that I have wasted time on, that I shouldn't have done a certain way. So me preparing this video was very, it just took me down the last year and a half. And again, it's just to put together the things that I didn't do so well, putting it out there for you, and then you can decide what resonates with you and what does not. I hope you enjoyed this video. As I've mentioned, it's slightly different from the other videos that I do, but I'm thinking of bringing in more of these so that you can really get to the core of what is necessary theoretically in terms of what is it that a digital product store actually requires from me to be a success, and not just the superficial. It's so easy, just like copy a prompt and paste it, and there's your product. There's a whole lot going into it, and this was just put together for those who want to start out and maybe not sure. So I hope this has clarified a lot for you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.